Hey guys, Matt here again, coming to you with a deck profile for Cell. Right now, Cell is the ideal deck to start playing on a new meta with the Mecha hit. You need to get hit for GT, so let me just get in this deck profile and we'll talk a little bit more about it on our way throughout the deck profile. For Cell, I'm playing, well, the team has chose to play 4 Cell's Birth, 2 Cell Stealing Power, or 2 Power Stealing Cell, excuse me, and then 4 of the Perfect Cell. We play these so that you can evolve or play this card for cheaper, and then you can evolve on top of it with this to get the effect. This is one of your late game effects. You can, or effects, late game plays. This is going to be your beginning plays. You would want to probably put this out first turn. Then this probably is going to be towards your middle play, and this is going to be your ending play with this array of cards. I guess I could say. So that's what we played for the Cell engine. Then in Cell, with our new Android 13 cards, or I guess our new Android cards, we play 3 of the combination attack 14. Then we play Android 15, just saying hi. And then we play the Union Absorb. This is what makes this deck kind of like really powerful during the middle turns, because you drop this for 4, either you can try to tap yourself out turn 5 and pay the green to Union Absorb to go into your 13, or you can just play this turn 4, do whatever with your leader, attack, pop, whatnot, and pass. You want this guy to come out as fast as you can, or you want this guy to come out. It doesn't matter if it's fast or it's at the appropriate time. You just really want him out, because when your opponent starts dropping their cards from your effects, they start negging a lot from this card. And with the Cell combo, it kind of just helps you out a little bit more, push their hand out away from them. Something I forgot to mention, the Cell combo, we're playing the 4 Miras, and then we're playing our super combo, this one. We don't play the other one because we don't really need that much drawing, because we have so much from this and from another card in here. Every card that I've just showed you is going to be searchable off of our next card. We're playing 2 Dr. Gero Evil Inventor. He looks at the top 3, you pick an Android, put it to your hand. Everything that's the Android can be searched off of this. There's no limit to it. This card's very good. It's very helpful. It synergizes the deck because it's only 1 mana. So you might be asking, we got a lot of late game, middle game kind of things. What can I do during turn 1 or 2? Well, like I've said before, you usually want this to be around your turn 1 play, or you could do this turn 1. You only got pretty much 2 options in this deck to do during the beginning turns, which is what Cell kind of lacked before, is that it didn't really have a strong turn 1 or 2 play. So for what we're playing for the beginning turns, most likely, you could also do a late turn obviously, but more optimal during the beginning turns is we're playing 3 Kava, and our awakening option that we've chose is 3 of the Khalifa, or however you say it, that's what we've been calling it, and then 3 Kale. This is the standard veggie package. I would feel like you play probably another one of these, but we had to cut down some just to make sure it fit in the deck, because the deck is very tight because you're playing so many engines. But when you're drawing and you're searching and you're taking cards from your life and you're manipulating your opponent's hand and your hand at the same time, you're going to get the cards that you need for your chain one way or another. You're going to see a lot of cards you don't want right now, but if you hold them, you're going to want them later. Since this uses your deck, the Kaba, instead of using cards from your hand, the pieces that you had in the beginning will stay there for a while. The reason why is because this will look at top 10 cards. If you can pick a Kale or a Khalifa to put in your hand, then you play, if you find her, you can play her. Then she takes a life for you when you play her. It kind of just helps you speed through your cards. It's going to be like your turn 2 or 3 before you put down your Union Absorb card. It's just a really strong package that I would probably put in every green deck. If you're playing one of the cards, you'd probably play the rest of them. Then I play 3 Create Android. This is pretty much the Awaken side of your leader. Just that you can do it early game when you're on this side. Kind of helps you search through your deck, get the pieces that you need. Drops a card, so it puts a piece in there for your Union Absorb. And then we play 3 Speedy Surprise Attack. We play this one over the other negate because the other one's not that good for the fact that it does pretty much the same thing as this, but you drop a card to kill a 3 or lower. So if you're in a tough spot where they're attacking with multiple cards, Surprise Attack is very good. I'm just going to go through the deck now because I wanted to get the deck list through in this video. I'm just going to explain some of the cards now to help you fully understand what this deck does. So for the first one, I'm going to show you Cell's Birth. Now with Cell's Birth, you place this in the field area obviously, and then if your leader card is Cell, you reduce the energy cost of all cells in your hand by 2. Then when you play a Cell, you place this card in the drop area. So it kind of just reduces your cell cost by 2, which is why this is turn 3. You can do it, any turn really, but this card's really good because it helps you self-awaken and drops a card from their hand. And then you can evolve this on top of it. Late game, you can just play it. If you play this the turn before, you can drop this for 5. It's really, really strong. Then I'll show you another card. I just want to read them for you guys so you guys know exactly what these cards do. Mirror, when he's overwhelmed, your opponent chooses a card and drops it. If you didn't know what this card did. We'll talk about this card. He's a 4-drop that takes 4 green. He Union Absorbs for 1 green. And you pick a 14 and a 15 from your drop area and place them under this card. Then you choose up to 1 13 with an energy cost of 7 from your deck and play it on top of this card, then you shuffle your deck. When you play this card though, so when you play it for the 4 mana, your opponent chooses one of the battle cards and KOs it. Unfortunately, I don't. You would have to check with your judge when you play this deck how they rule it, but I'm pretty sure that this doesn't get around barrier right now. But some people are saying yes, some people are saying no. I would check with, like I said, I would check with your judge before you start your tournament. Either way, this deck still works the same. It's just a little bit better if it gets around barrier. Yeah. But those were really the only cards that I wanted to show you to make sure you guys knew. But so this is the end of the deck profile. Please comment below, see how you, or let me know how you would think this deck will run in our next meta. It's very congested, I would say, with the deck, like a lot of our decks are. But with Dragon Ball Super, it's not like most card games where you have to run like one engine and then a mini engine. You can run, I like options, so I run a lot of different engines. And with this deck, you run through so many cards that it doesn't matter, really. How many, like if you have a piece of one engine or a piece of the other, because in the end, when it finally is said and done, where you're about to play your Cell combo, or you're about to play your Veggie combo, or you're about to do your 13 combo, you're going to have those cards in your hand. Because when you see your opening hand, you'll have an idea of what what engine you're going to want to start trying to search for. If you have the 13, you might have the Union Absorb in your hand, and you're going to start searching with this side of the leader. You might pick up a life. You might use the Dr. Gero to start adding them to your hand. And then you also might use the Create Android, I think I said that? I'm not sure, but you use the Create Android just to start running through your deck and grabbing the Super 13, excuse me, or just the Android 13 pieces to your hand. So for the people who think that this deck might be congested, might have a lot of different things, it really does work. If you try it, you will see that it works. This game is not very reliant on streamlining one engine. You can do many different engines, just as long as you don't switch your idea in the middle of trying to get your combo pieces with this deck. If you see your Kabbas, then you're going to want to start trying to play them to get out your Kalufas, whatever. I don't know how you want to say it. But to self-damage you. And that's just the beauty of this deck, is that you can do so many things. So I just want to thank you guys for watching again. Comment, like I said, below if you want to tell me how this deck is going to do in the meta. What you think about it. Constructive criticism, please, guys. I don't really want any hate comments. I show this to you because I really think this is a good deck, and our team is very adamant on saying this is a very good deck profile for Cell. Not saying that any others aren't, but thank you guys again. Adios.